Welcome back. Oh, my back hurts. Everything hurts. Back, my soul, my mind. It's all in pain. Life is pain and misery. Existence is pain. We have some lava. Not nearly enough lava. That's right. Got 16 more. That should be a decent start at least. Right, off we go to the nether. Fetch us some lava. For our underfloor heating. I always forget which way is out. Here it is. This will be one of the last times I bother building a safe little spot in the nether roof, I guess. Well, except for transport, I suppose. Because after we get the nether update, I'll be building a base at population level down here. Because it's going to be all cool and shit. Alright, where's my way down again? Here it is. Whoop. Hey. Perfect. Yes, move on. I just took a break. Settle down. What happened to my stairs? Did I ruin them last time I was here? Hey, little piggy. I think I've seen a baby pigman in this texture pack before. They're actually kind of cute. Maybe such a cool feature of houses had underfloor heating. No, it's totally a thing. There's a couple of different kinds of underfloor heating you can get. It's usually either electric or sometimes hot water through pipes. Yeah, underfloor heating is totally a thing that's been around for a while now. I stayed at a friend's place once. His house was a little bit fancy. They had underfloor heating, but only in the bathroom. But really, it's kind of the best place for it, if you're going to have it anywhere. Imagine stepping into the bathroom on a cold winter morning onto a warm tile floor. Pleasant. Wait a second. How do I wind up with one empty bucket? Damn. Could have sworn I filled all the buckets. Didn't get the iron either, did I? Oh well. seeing as we're going to have iron trapdoors over this, I don't think we need to do every single block, do we? We're not going to see a lot of the flow. Which it usually, if I was using glass over this, I would block it all in, or use every block a lava source, is what I'm trying to say. But I don't think we need to do that with this. What I do want to do, however, is make sure we do that. Alright, so let's see. Get rid of those stairs are going to catch fire, but that's alright. They were never going to be permanent anyway. One, two, three, four. Kind of gives a nice glow when they meet anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we could probably get away with doing a corner. Not quite, eh? Could move that back one, or put a source there. Let's move this back one. Does the water trick work with lava also? What water trick are you talking about? Oh, you mean like creating an infinite source? No. Sadly, it does not. Lava is a non-renewable resource. I mean, there's tons of it, but you can't make more. 1, 2, 3, 4. There goes the stairs. Oh wait. Where's the concrete on fire? That shouldn't be happening. Should probably stamp that out before it spreads. I don't think it will spread to the village though. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Corner that time. One, 2, 3, 4. Wait, did I miss? Yep. We might even have plenty of lava. 1, 2, 3, 4. Didn't make the corner that time. Kind of like the contrast it's given us. Let's go get some iron trapdoors and make that actually safe. What are you building? I'm building a villager trading center. Somewhere to stash villagers that we need to trade with frequently, so I don't have to chase them around the village like I have been. Which has gotten really old. Sounded fine in theory. We're going to have free-range villagers. They're just going to live in the village, and then when we need to trade with them, we're just going to go find them. But in practice, it became frustrating very quickly. Trading villages and lava? No, this is just kind of environmental lighting. The villages are actually going to be in the middle pod. Where those little blocks of sand are. Each... Get off the barbecue. Why do they keep standing on the... Just stop. Don't stand on your things. Oh, shit. Did not mean to do that. It's fine. Everything's fine. Yep. There we go. That looks pretty cool. Glowing up through the grating, as it were. Damn it. Nope, goodbye forever. Okay. Let's be a little more careful. Looks great. I see what you did there. Damn it. Glass on top of one? No, not glass this time. I've done whoops, nearly stepped in it. I've done glass over lava a few times in recent worlds. So I wanted to go a little bit different this time. I still have the concept of using lava for spooky lighting. But yeah, obviously this time I wanted to do this instead. Combined with the water caustic effect we get shining down through the ceiling there, this should be pretty cool. Hello, Larry Birds X. Think I'm past my bedtime, do you? Wow. I'm sorry if I've managed not to die for longer than you've managed not to die, but I think that makes me better than you, not inferior. Now, do we like this? I think I like this. I'll have to do more of the walls before I decide whether I permanently like it. I always love it when some idiot kid comes in and tries to mock me for my age. It's a beautiful thing. Like it's a character flaw to have not died yet. Okay. Shouldn't you be playing Fortnite, kiddo? Shouldn't you be screeching down your microphone and mouth breathing into it? Stop it. Fun thing is, it's really only kids still young enough to have a bedtime that would even think about accusing someone else of having a bedtime. Don't you think? Because I haven't even thought about the word bedtime in fucking decades, mate. So we must be dealing with like a 7-year-old right now, right? I'm a bit concerned that the concrete keeps catching fire. I don't think concrete caught fire, but we might have to rethink the lava. Although it is only this spot here that we see catching fire, so maybe it has something to do with the closeness of the wood. We'll get rid of that and see if we have an issue. Probably get rid of the dirt as well. He's a Prime user too. Would be a shame if he got reported. Had his account banned. Well, I mean, yeah, what he just did was mock me for my physical age, which is discrimination based on someone's, you know, his kind of personal existence. It's not as if my age is something I can control, like my race or my sex or my gender identity and things like that. That's ageism right there, and that's, yeah, that is against Twitch terms of service. We could report him. Really? Might do it just for shits and giggles. Bedtime was set. You know what? I don't know whether I've ever actually had a bedtime. I mean, when I was a little kid, obviously I was put to bed at a certain time, but I don't remember a bedtime ever being enforced. I think it's mainly because my parents didn't really give enough of a shit. That's one of the funny things you realize as you get older as well. You start realizing it's, I think, in your sort of early 30s. Maybe mid to late 30s, maybe. I'm 42 now, for those curious. I turned 42 this year. But the thing about bedtimes, when you're a kid, you want to stay up as late as possible, right? You don't want to get bed. You want to stay up. When you're a teenager, same thing. Stay up. Just stay up. The older you get, the more you appreciate going to bed early. Get to the end of the day, you know what? Fuck it. It's 7:30 p.m. I'm going to go curl up in bed and watch some TV. Granted, I don't do bedtime at 7:30 very often. It still feels weird when I do it, but god damn it, it's pleasant. Just lying in bed, a couple of hours after dinner, just chilling the fuck out. It's not a bad way to live. What else I'm going to do? Sit up on a chair? Shh. Who'd sit in a chair when you could be laying down? Horizontal is always superior to vertical. Even recumbent. Being old is great sometimes, not to mention no curfew. Well, I mean, if you're in Sydney, there's still a curfew. Actually, they're getting rid of those laws that they brought in. What was it, 8 or 9 years ago now? Maybe 6 years ago. The new laws about when they had to stop serving you in pubs and the lockout laws and stuff. They're repealing those because they haven't worked. They were dumb to begin with. Knee-jerk reaction to someone getting king hit. I think we need to do something more with the balls, but I like this as a palette. We might put some columns here to sort of break this up and stuff like that, but the whole white and magenta thing with the orange lava, I'm starting to dig on it. It's very, very different to the other stuff in the world, and I kind of like that. But we do need to make more concrete. We could probably put the rest of this lava away too. I don't think we're going to need it immediately. Oh yeah, 1077 yesterday. I remember you mentioning that when you pop by the stream. Today's your celebratory. Wait. So yesterday was your birthday, and yesterday you were telling me that today's the celebratory day, cake day. Have you done that already, or have you not done it yet? And if so, why are you watching my stream when you could be just eating cake, drinking beer? On that same note, I'm hardly one to talk. I almost never do anything particularly special for my birthday. Have never done. I mean, I probably had birthday parties when I was a kid, but again, my parents didn't care that much, so I have zero memorable birthday parties. Like literally, I'm not even kidding. I don't remember anything about any birthday party I was ever thrown. My childhood sucked. No wonder I turned out like such a cunt. Right, don't think we need any more of these. What we do need is... Where's my concrete box? There we are. Let's make more of that. Alright, let's go take a nap so we can do this in the daylight. I haven't done it yet. I haven't had a way to get out yet. Sounds legally blind. I can't drive. Yeah, the whole birthday thing. Like, my entire adult life, whenever a friend has had a birthday or something, my response has almost always been like something a little bit dry. Like, hooray, you're not dead yet. Or, hooray, you've made it around the sun one more time. Let's celebrate this arbitrary marking of time. Well, I mean, it's not really arbitrary, but you know what I mean. Is there a way to get rid of mycelium without digging it all up? Yeah, you can drown it. If you cover it with water, it kills it, turns it into dirt. But you do need to make absolutely sure there is no mycelium left before you take the water away, because there's even one block, just one block hiding somewhere, it's going to spread again. It's like a disease. You gotta get rid of every last cancerous cell of mycelium. Yes, I think it was Mumbo Jumbo, or at least one of the Hermitcraft guys, drowned an entire mushroom island once to get rid of the mycelium. He was going to make an animal farm or something, I think. Yeah, it was like a farm, or an island at least that big, right? That sort of chunk there, at least that big, and it was a big mountainy thing, so it came up like 20 or 30 blocks as well. Enormous area. He just had to completely cover with water. And he like missed one block the first time, so it all spread back. Or it started to, at least, before he caught it. Zoomovoid, was it? Yeah, I knew it was one of those guys. Or Zoomy. But yeah, not quite as tedious as like filling an ocean monument with sand so you can dry it out and dig it out. But right up there on the tedium scale for Minecraft. Drowning a mycelium island. No, not Silkchan. Don't want to use you. That's something I should do though. What if you could get rid of mycelium by bone milling it? That'd be one obvious way to go. Or put it near lava so it dries out, because mycelium is supposed to be sort of a mushroomy type of ground, and if you can't really grow mushrooms in dehydrated soil. I don't know what a vanilla solution to that would be, other than the tedious way. Don't have to do that now, just use bubble columns. Bubble columns for what? What are we talking about? What do bubble columns have to do with mycelium? Ocean monument? Oh, right, yeah. Was an example. Yeah, that's still on the to-do list for this world. We have a couple of ocean monuments, but haven't turned either one into a farm yet. Just haven't needed to, because we're just not using those materials in this world so far. But it is a thing to do, so we're going to do it. And who knows? By the time the Nether update comes out, maybe we'll use the Ocean Monument building materials for our Nether buildings. Be a fun little colour combination with the new Nether types. That sort of greeny blue netherrack material that we saw. Oh yeah. Yeah, when the sun comes through like that, this looks amazing. I love the walls and stuff. Lovely. Just cut it out, sand. Just cut it out. What's irony, Star? I missed the irony. Yeah, we definitely need some sort of columns or maybe vines? Something to break up the walls a little bit anyway. That's fine, we've got plenty of room for that. We could dig in, make little alcoves. Yeah, I'm liking the colour combination though. Alright, let's keep going. Do white, purple on white like we said we were planning on doing for those top bits. To be honest, that colour combo looks like something out of Jibba Jibba's stomach from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I didn't play that game, so I have no reference for whatever you're talking about there. Okay, just where's my shovel? Oh. I was panicking there. I thought we were in trouble, but actually the trapdoors are holding that back quite nicely. Maybe we actually make that deliberate. That'd be kind of a cool thing. Hmm. For now, though. What the? Where are you still coming? Oh, right, there's a gap at the back. Okay. Stop jiggling me around. Yeah, drowned would be a bit of an issue if I did like that, but not unsolvable. Yeah. I'm not sure this is going to look good, actually. We'll do one wall. Place, please. Nope, missed. Although I'll probably wind up doing that anyway. Stop. Come on, go away. Yeah, I don't think that looks right. Let's try it with just pure white. Better. Still not quite there, though. What if we did that little lip we were talking about before? There we go. That gives us something. A little bit of extra shadow going on. Maybe. Maybe quartz stairs at the bottom. The quartz wouldn't directly meet with any white, so the color difference wouldn't be that obvious. Yeah, let's see how much quartz we got going on. If I can get out of here, thank you. Would have been accomplishing the whole building in glass, a wall, water, and glass inside.
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
Little Nateopia coming in with 28-month resub. Thank you ever so much, mate.
Woo, 28 months now.
Woot indeed. Woot indeed. Can we get a little bit of love in the chat, please? Celebrate that 28-month sub right there. Alright. Stop it. Thank you. How's your day going, Aniro? Hope it's going well. It's a 28-month streak too, by the way. Extra bonus points. Burn for your sins! Also, bonus, if this works, we can use these as the entranceway as well, because quartz won't burn either. Although, we will see the quartz next to that block if we do it like that. Although, not if we do this. Oh, they didn't join? Why wouldn't you join? Cheeky. Actually, it doesn't look so bad anyway with the shader on. Without the shader, that slight off-whiteness looks a bit weird. I think the fact that the shader's throwing all kinds of shades around here anyway, because, again, ray tracing means any light that bounces off this purple gives a very slight purple hue to the light that hits this on the face anyway. You can see there in the corner. And there as well. Alright. I think this is going to work just fine. Let's complete the corner and see if it stops it looking so weird and bulky. Nailed it. Alright, let's try it at the top as well. Please, thank you. Ooh. Stop it. Interesting difference there. For some reason, the underside of this texture is different. Going slow, had to load Twitch into my browser to get the ability to celebrate my subbing. Client does... they still haven't fixed that in the client? Bloody hell. Come on. Come on, Twitch. Just idiotic. I think I prefer the blocks to the stairs at the top. In fact, I don't just think it, I believe it. With all of my heart. Yep. Yep. But I definitely like the stairs at the bottom, so we're going to keep doing that. Okay. Should have plenty of quartz left for doing this. Ooh, we are running dry on it though, aren't we? Excuse me? Thank you. We'll just make... I don't know whether 44 is going to be enough, but that'll... I don't want to make too many stairs. It's kind of intense down here when you come in from the wood paneled outside into down here. Those colours just go wow. Well, looks like we got enough. Sweet. 22 left over, so we can do this. Okay. Might wind up hanging lanterns or something from those as well. Couple already there. You mix material all the way around, don't you? You placed a block wrong. Did I? What block? What are you talking about? I don't see any misplaced blocks. Stairs are fine. These are fine. Unless you're talking about this being a corner block and this not being a corner block. Yeah, I haven't decided which way I like it yet. I did that deliberately just so I could take a peek at them. I might even wind up wrapping them all the way around. Haven't decided that yet. The stair at the end? Yeah. No, that was deliberate. Sorry, I didn't point it out as I was doing it, but that was the plan. But thank you for your keen observation all the same, because if I didn't do that deliberately, that's something I would like to know about. I mean, I like symmetry as the next guy, but like I said, sometimes you just have to stare at a thing before you realize which way around you want it to go. Getting intense down here. I think I'll dig this out the slow way. Because otherwise my efficiency shovel is just going to poke right through the ceiling and it'll flood this place again and I'll be all pissy and annoyed. I think it just ate my block. Oh, I'm out of. I have managed to run dry of white concrete. How did I manage that? Still feeling all kinds of weird. My face feels tense. It's very off-putting. Alright, more concrete. Concrete. That should be plenty. Any Big Mouth fans in the audience? Third season is out. It's pretty good. I don't think it's quite as strong as second season, but it's still pretty damn good. Whoopsie daisy. Damn it. Can't click fast enough to place. They changed. Used to be able to just click in a block as the sand was falling. Oh. Never heard of it. You never heard of Big Mouth? Animated series. Netflix. It's deals with material of a mature nature. Not for kids. Not for the easily offended. But it deals with sort of being a teenager and growing up through it and puberty and human sexuality and high school politics and all that kind of stuff in a very fresh and interesting way. It's really quite well done. Tried to watch it, couldn't really get into it for some reason. Yeah, fair enough. It's not for everybody. In the same way that BoJack Horseman isn't for everybody, but I still love the shit out of that show. Can barely wait for the final season. Hey, got it that time. Maybe there was nothing above it. Nope. Haven't seen that show. Is it good? BoJack Horseman? It's brilliant. The writing, the concept, the performances, it is all brilliant. God damn it. You really spend time watching Netflix or Hulu, you mainly spend my time either gaming and watching YouTube and most comedies. Yeah, that's fair enough. I got room for both in my life. Okay, let's see how we feel about an entire room like this. Yeah, definitely need some sort of column arrangement or something. Stop it, you little silly dirt block, stop. I like it as our base layer here. I think before we do anything else, let's figure out how these villager pods are going to look, because that might inform the way we do the columns on the walls or something. What is BoJack Horseman about? BoJack Horseman, well, on the surface, on its framing device, it revolves around a titular character called BoJack Horseman, who is a personified horse. The whole world is like humans and personified animals and human-like animals. But BoJack Horseman is a horse. He was a sitcom star in the 90s, and we joined him in the current era, having really not worked as an actor since his sitcom days. But that's the framing device. The show is actually it's a very, very heavily character-driven thing, and mostly it's about various kinds of ways of coping with the world and various mental illnesses and addiction issues and depression and sexuality. And I mean, it's the only show I've ever seen that has an asexual character.
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
Sarah Blade, 26-month resub. Thank you very much for that. Love in the chat. But yeah, BoJack Horseman is a deceptively complex show. On the surface, it just seems like a jokey thing, but the more you watch, the more you get into it, and the cleverer it just becomes. I think I like it that way better. It is one of the best written pieces of TV I've ever seen in my life, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, definitely worth a shot. Give it 3 or 4 episodes to grab you. But yeah, it stars Will Arnett doing the voice of BoJack, and his performance is, it might be one of the best of his career. He's so fucking good. And also his kind of sidekick character is voiced by, I forget the name of the actor's name, but he played Jesse in Breaking Bad, that guy. He's remarkably good as well. I didn't think of him much in Breaking Bad. I mean, he was good, but not great. But in this, he's just kind of amazing. Have not gone to see Joker yet, no. It's a budget thing. With PAX coming up, I just couldn't quite justify the price of the movie ticket to go see Joker. And it's not one of those big Hollywood things that I think I need to see on the big screen. I feel like I should see it before something important gets spoiled, but at the same time, I don't know if I care that much. Especially considering the director's recent comments about, oh, it's not fair. The new woke culture is not fair. I left comedy because I couldn't make jokes about being racist anymore. Meh, fuck off. Whining about losing your privilege as a straight white male, that you can't make fun of minorities anymore. Whining that it's not fair that you have to take responsibility for the things you say about minorities. What an arsehole. Just so out of fucking touch, it's ridiculous. So just that alone made me think, yeah, you know what? Fuck your movie. I don't care that much about it. Whatever, though, right? Yeah, it's such an arsehole thing to say. It just proves he just does not get the whole straight white male privilege thing. He just doesn't get it. That's such an out of touch thing to say. How do you even exist in this world, especially in Hollywood, for fuck's sake, and not really understand the issue behind why you're not allowed to make those jokes anymore? Why people will call you out if you mock the I don't know, the immigrant transgender person. It's not fair. I can't make jokes about them anymore. Yeah. Actually, it's perfectly fair. It's more fair than it's ever been. Oh no, you have to take responsibility for the things you say? Shocker. What's that like? You spent all of your life being able to say whatever you like with just no responsibility behind it. All of a sudden you have to take responsibility? Yeah, that's upsetting. Yeah, it's rough being you, straight white guy. I feel all the sympathies for you. As a fellow straight white guy, oh yeah. I feel super sympathetic for your plight of not being able to make whatever fucking joke you like anymore without being held accountable for things you say. That's relatable. Fuck off. What was this? What was this? Let's do something. I'll put this away. God, it just gets on my skin. How can people be that out of touch in this day and age? It's just fuck off. All this shit. I don't even want to keep it. Right, so let me think. Let's go ahead and use, or at least try clear glass for the divider. I maybe want to block them in using some birch trapdoors. We are going to need a few beds. We'll just block it in with a white one, but I think we might want a different color. And we need a tool station of some kind. Not a loom. Not any more loom. I got so many looms from the iron farm. Do I seriously not have any more of anything? Can't possibly be correct. There we go. We'll use a composter for a farmer. That'll do just fine. Alright, let's build a little pod and see if we like the shape and size of it. What if you had a too wide stripe of concrete going down the middle from the stairs? I don't know what you mean. Let's get down there and you can explain it to me better. Too wide stripe. Oh, you mean on the floor? Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Like have all this be like white and then go straight up the middle with the white bar. Yeah, that'll break it up a bit. Don't mind that idea. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Alright, so we need a bed. We need a tool station. And I'm thinking we can just do this to lock them in without, you know, visually breaking it up too much. And maybe do that so we can get to them. Should work, right? Don't know if we want to put a roof over these guys when we do this, or what happened there? Maybe use a little trapdoor ceiling on them. I don't think we need it, but might look better if we do it. Stop it. They oriented it differently, didn't they? God, I hate that. Nope. Don't think I love this. It might look a bit weird when we do it all the way across. It might look a bit weird from the top as well. Maybe a different trapdoor would look a bit better, less complicated. But that's what I'm thinking for the basic little pouch design anyway. Should keep him nice and safe. Stop him wandering around. I'll be perfectly happy. It might benefit us to... I don't know whether they can talk to each other through glass, so maybe we do that so they can see each other. I don't think gossip matters anymore, except for Iron Golem stuff. I think they don't need to gossip to reset their trades, so I don't know whether they need to see each other, but keep that in mind. Definitely don't like this, though. No, it looks dumb like that, too. Don't know whether it looks too bare like that. Could use glass blocks on top. That might look kind of cool. Let's try that. What are the beds for? They don't need them to refresh the trade. I thought they did need the beds to refresh the trade. I thought they needed to sleep to refresh the trade. Quite honestly, I've fiddled with the mechanics so much through the snapshots, so I've struggled to keep track of what you do and don't need for fucking the new villager mechanics. I used to understand them. They changed them. And the Fire Nation attacked and everything went to shit. We definitely need to make more panes while we're here, though. Made too many panes. Maybe some colored glass? No, I want to keep this sort of sightline clean. I don't want to pop any more color through the middle there. Can you close, please? Thank you. That's why I tried the trapdoors, because they're kind of low. Although it might not look too bad. I feel like this dimensionality of this is going to be a bit weird, though. Yeah, it definitely looks a bit odd. I don't hate it, but it's kind of weird. What if instead of... Yeah, where's my Sook Gen? What if we balance the panes out? That. No, I think so. You have to remember too, by the time we stack all these up, this will be one continuous roof if we do it like that. We'll leave it at that for now. See how I feel. Pretending my life as a villager. Alright. It's going to be a bit awkward to get him in here because I know they won't step over that. Oh, we can get rid of this and then put it in, I guess. That should keep his headspace free. Actually, we could do the trapdoor thing. Yeah, we'll just put a trapdoor there, and that way when they walk in, this will automatically shut them in. And And we could remove the trapdoor when they go to bed at night. And we could either leave that up like that or glass it across. Oops. I'd like to kind of glass across, actually. That's the nice thing about villagers actually needing to sleep now. Is that you can, there's a guaranteed time of day where I can get them out of the fucking way to swap this out for a piece of glass. So, before we go any further, it might be worthwhile trying to actually grab a villager. Oops. Center concept of a villager trading area in Discord. Alright, let's have a look at that. Wake up mouse. Photo mode Discord. Oh yeah, no beds, eh? I mean, that looks ugly as sin, but I can see how it'd be functional. And while we're here, do I not have a boat? I need those. How am I out of boat? Nope. Now, the interesting thing is going to be is once we get them below the village, are they going to lose connection to the working table that they have and reconnect here? Or do I have to find whatever one they're connected to and destroy it before they'll register this one? Didn't think of that, did you, Lonnie? Alright, so there we go. As soon as he steps in there, trapdoor closes, he's trapped. That's fine. We should be able to bring him in a boat straight down these stairs, right? Just try. Crilly, you went you went already on the Discord? What the hell are you doing? Damn it. Alright. Is the sun going down? Where's everybody gone? I think they know I'm after him. Wait, you. What are you? You're a butcher. We're gonna need one of you anyway. Can I not? Can you just... Thank you. Please work, please work, please work. What the? Oh wait, I might have to get rid of the trapdoors. Beep, 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 beep. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. If they cannot pass to the workstation, they will lose the original workstation. Yeah, I thought that'd be the way it is. If you haven't traded. Ah, that's the secret. Well, that's cool. There's a few guys I haven't traded with up there, so that's all well and good. Alright, so I think the secret to this will be we'll block up the doorway. Give him no access to the village, so he can't make his way back out. When night comes, he'll choose that bed. In theory.
Hi, I'm Mr. Booby Buyer. I'll buy those boobies for 25 schmeckles.
Row,
meanwhile,
row, row
though,
your villager gently down the stream.
my villager. It's just too much crap in my inventory here. Alright, damn it. Just once, Minecraft. Will you please behave? Did you just row a boat downstairs? I sure did. Unfortunately, you can't row the boats up the stairs, but it is useful to know you can go downstairs in a boat on dry land when you need to move a villager down. Just not up again. Nice work, Minecraft. That's the way to do that, fence. Yep. Good work, Minecraft. Proud of you. Minecraft. It's weird how I can love and truly despise a game all at the same time. I love everything this game should be. Sometimes reality creeps in of just how badly coded this game is. They've had 10 years and they still can't get a fence gate to fucking orient properly against a fence in a logical way. It's just miserable. Just why? Thank you, Skull Kid. One more gold block coming up. Opposite of cows. Cows can walk upstairs but not down because of their knees. You talking about real life cows? Because I don't think Minecraft cows have an issue with it. Doink. Thank you. I miss the lake llama. Remember when we had a couple of llamas in that lake over there? Then they patched the game so the bloody things despawn. I had a whole barn full of abandoned trader llamas. And they changed the code so they would just despawn. Fuck you, Minecraft. Oh wait, I need to put the scaffolding away this time. And I forgot twice. Yeah, RIP llama barn. That was fun while it lasted. Of course, now it's my pumpkin and melon farm, but whatever. Don't you worry, BluntNate, when I start getting paid. Whoop, I'm stuck. Decent amount on a regular basis, so I'll have a tower and glowstone as well. Oh, I appreciate it, but never any need for that. But if that becomes the case, I look forward to seeing it. Alarm barn. What was I doing? I was... Oh, right, the villager. That was actually good timing for once. That burned the time we needed till sundown. Will you make it... Oh, you nearly made me say the P word. Can't get me that easy. By the Tower of Greystone, I have the power. Nice. Actually, when I was poking around YouTube last night, I actually watched a video that covered the history of the creation of the universal power symbol. You know, the broken circle with the line through it? The standby power symbol and the circle and the line and everything. I watched a video that explained the history of that and how it got to be created and everything. You'd think that'd be kind of boring, but just goes to show you what kind of nerd I'm at. Alright. I think we can let this guy out and see if he takes his bed. Okay. There's a bed right over there. Feel free to go get the bed. I'm just going to pick up that boat before it respawns. Seriously, guy. Sun's down. You have one job to do when the sun's down. Find a bed. He might not walk over the trapdoor thing, no. Might not want to path through that, so... If he goes to bed, we don't need it anyway. We can just slam him in there manually. Seriously, dude. Maybe there's only one time a day where they try and path to a bed. Maybe he's out of bed by the time it gets this late. They don't bother trying to path. They just have a bedtime. If they get past the bedtime, they don't bother pathing to the bed anymore. Oh, for fuck's sake. Just... Hang on a sec. He wasn't a farmer when we brought him down, was he? So he's already identified that as his tool station. Because he's changed professions already. So that's promising. I just need to get him in the fucking bed. You know what? I wish there was like a potion. A tranquilizing potion you could throw on villagers to stop them wandering so you could get them to go where you need them to go. A splash potion of tranquilizer. Oh, come on. Oh, we're so close. Come on. Come on. You watch, any moment now it's just going to plow past me. Ha! Ha! Oh, no, 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 no. So, yeah, so we definitely need the roof. Yeah, but it's interesting to see if they ever use the bed. Splash potion of tranquility. That'd be a good name for it. So any passive mob, actually no, any mob. You could use it on hostile mobs too. That'd be kind of fun. Just tranquilize any mob. Sploosh. And all of a sudden they just don't move anymore. You can shove them around. That'd be kind of fun for PvP too, wouldn't it? Be like a potion of slowness, but even more so. I might suggest that to the Minecraft people. I'll put it in their feedback thing. It is weird me out how he's just not getting into bed though. Oh well. Don't really need him to get into bed anymore. He's there. Damn. I was hoping for a potato trade right off the bat, but beat rule will do. We can farm both those things up pretty quickly. Oh no, we can't because the nano farm's broken at the moment. Oh well. Still though, proof of concept in that this will work. As a little house room, he's perfectly happy. Look at him smiling. And he took up his trade nice and quick too, so. Good. Although this is wider than I planned it to be, isn't it? It's 4 wide instead of the 2 wide. That means these are going to connect when they do this, isn't it? Might not have quite the same amount of room as I thought I would have. Although, if we don't need the bed, we can rejigger this to be one smaller. The goat down? Really? The fake donation thing? Let me be the first to welcome you back to the planet of Earth. I hope you've had fun living on the ice moon of Saturn. While you've been away from the world, people have moved on. Nobody falls for that anymore. You're woefully out of touch and more than a little bit lame. But I hope you had fun, though. I hope you didn't soak up too much radiation and get too much brain damage on your way back from the ice moon of Saturn. Evidence to the contrary. Brain damage-wise, I mean. Yeah, if we don't need the bed, we can just slam the tool station behind him there. Alright, let's try that version. Don't actually need to close that, open and close that gate, do I? I can just walk beside it. Let's see if we can put that down properly. I don't want any villagers going down there. There you go, Minecraft. That's all you had to do. Imagine being that guy, though. Imagine being the guy who tries to trick people into thinking you've given them money, but you haven't actually given them money. Imagine being that kind of dick. It's like those people who leave tips in restaurants, but it looks like money, but when you unfold it, it's like a pamphlet for a church or something. I'm not going to be able to sleep with all these monsters around, am I? Nope. Oh, oh. Did I just see a guy pop? Oh, hang on. Did I just see a guy pass down here? I did. There's a villager out here too. Where'd he go? Here he is. I don't know what changed. We've had this world and this little fence situation for months and months and months and months, but it's only been in the last couple of weeks that the zombies have decided they can get over that fence. And villagers too, for that matter. The funny thing is, I haven't changed the code base that I've been running on since then. Right, what was I doing? Oh, we need another tool station. Got nothing there. Nothing there. Alright, guess we're just gonna have to make one. What do we need for that plinth again? What's it called? What is the bloody thing called? The book plinth for the librarian. I always forget what they bloody call it. Lectern, isn't it? Here it is. Oh, it's a bookcase we need. Bookcase and some slabs. All right. We've got some slabs we need more though. Slabberoonies. You go there, you go there. I'll have some of this action right here. Everyone going to get a quick tour of the finished library. Yeah. Sure you can. Let's go do that. I need to take a little break from dealing with villagers right now anyway. Alright, so we've got a little path coming through here. Currently fenced off, but I probably will open it up. I haven't seen too many villagers path up here. Might be good to have a couple of them. Zoop. So we come in here and we've got Paige, our librarian. Very proud of her name, by the way. little bookshelves and everything. A little bit of art on the wall. A little bit of alcove right here with our matching statue and King's Quest guy there. Got a little table and chairs over here. A bit of group reading happening. Got little ferns here and there on the bookshelves just to liven things up a little bit. Going up on second floor, nice and airy and open. Fewer bookshelves, a little seating area here, a little couch. It's all quite pleasant but quite simple. Then we come up to the top floor. Even airier, more open, little table and chairs over there, nice. Lectern over here for the big bibliography. A little couch and sitting area here with some plants by the windowsill, looking all lovely. So yeah, pretty happy with how it came out. I think it's my favourite library so far. Yeah, the page is awesome. What at the very top floor? It's just a roof. We got a little viewing tower out there, but there's a room up here we haven't done anything with yet. Thinking at some point we'll build a little like coffee shop or something up there, but the roof is just kind of flat. Right, where was I? Diddly-deep. Zoop, zoop. We're going to have to push this back one, aren't we? We need Soup Chan back. Doink. What do you... I heard a noise that he put something in there, but he can't possibly have any crops. You weren't even a farmer when you came down here. What are you putting in there? Lying little sod. Pretending to work. He did it again. I heard it. Didn't know they did that. I thought they only pretended to compost stuff when they actually were harvesting things. I thought there's anything in there. Damn it. Glass pane's always such a pain in the ass, aren't they? Stupid little hitboxes. He's growing some herbs for personal use is what he's doing. Actually, speaking of herbs for personal use, the ACT, the Australian Capital Territory, just became the first Australian state or territory to legalise marijuana for personal use. You're allowed to grow 2 plants per person or 4 per household, if there's more than one person in the household. And I forget the quantity of, I guess, dried stuff you're allowed to carry with you, but there's a relatively small quantity you can carry with you at any point legally. I think something like that. So again, don't use it myself, but just interesting to note that it's a thing. Right, so now comes the fun part of trying to get this guy out of that place and into a different place. Seems quite passive at the moment. Get a glass ready to slam him in. Working against me. All right. Oh, he took up the new job immediately when I broke that. Just changed right in front of my eyes. Oh, thank you. Very obedient of you right there. I wonder if that's because of the time of day we took his station away. He was actually actively trying to work. That's interesting, though. I guess the next thing to do would be to see if we can get his trade to reset without the bed.
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
Pat on the back indeed. Hot rod. Ooh, 12 months. A hot
Figured to
rod
stop
racer.
by real quick and resave as my last month ended today.
Nice timing. Pity you can't stick around, but thanks for dropping in. Plopping down that 12-month Rooney. Getting that prime sub in there. Smash a little love in the chat there, peeps, please. Hope your day's going well. Hope your weekend's even better. Alright. Oh, we need to... Okay, we need to decap. I'm too... I'm all gubbed up here. Got all this stuff. Concrete box? There it is. I'll keep the glass on us. We need that still. Keep that for building. That's fine. Keep the boat. We don't need that to move guys around. Keep the bed here. Right. We need some sugar cane to make a shitload of paper. Oops. Take those with us too. Grab those. Really, dude? Get off my shit. Okay, quickly now before the sun sets. Zoop. Oh, glass was in the way. Oh, we looked at already. Sparkle, sparkle. Thank you. Alright, so he dropped his prices already. I'll take some lanterns off your hands. Come on, just lock out one of your trades. It's always the way. When you don't want it to lock out, there we go. When you don't want them to lock out, they take forever to they lock out immediately. When you do. What am I saying? Whatever. Oh, we got multi-shot. Okay, so we've got one trade locked up. I'll wait till morning and see if he actually resets without a bed. Or without gossip for that reason. But I'm told all they need to do is work. Boop. I wonder if there's a noise associated when librarians work. You can hear the potion guys going gloop gloop gloop. The tool stations of various kinds make little hammering sounds and whatnot. The composter makes a little composty sound. I don't know if I've ever heard like a page turn or something coming from the lectern. Okay. So I've slept. You haven't. Trade is still locked. Give you a few minutes to do your morning work or something. I'll tear this down in the meantime while we wait. Alright, on the assumption that this is going to work, let's build this pouch there. Oh, I heard it. I heard him turn a page. There is a noise. Sounded more like cardboard than a book, though. Maybe the books are sort of really old-fashioned, what's the word I'm looking for? Paper that's made out of, like, leather, goat leather and stuff like that. Goat skin. Parchment. The books are made of parchment, not paper. Tells me well that sound. Yeah, we can. If this works, we can move them across on. Oh, did I hear it again? And yep, he unlocked his tray. Cool. We don't need beds, which means we can squish these together closer. Which means I do have to move you again, but that's alright. What did I do with the composter? Did I put it away? I must have put it away. That's right. We'll make the pouches on this side. Then we'll readjust. Alright. Oh, I did move that all the way across, though, didn't I? Did I mean to do that? No, I don't think I like it that close to the wall. That's a no-no. I like that spacing. Yeah, that's better. Doop, 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 doop. Excuse me, I said doop. Respect my dupes, Minecraft. When I go doopa-doopa-doopa-doop, you put your shit down. That's the agreement. That's our whole thing. Vellum? No, I did mean parchment, but is that a... Is vellum a synonym for parchment? I don't know what it is. I mean, in context, I know what it is. But I don't know if there's a distinction between parchment and vellum. Who among you is nerdy enough to know? I still didn't get the spacing right, did I? I spaced out the internals, not the externals. Parchment is a writing material made from specially prepared untanned skins of animals, primarily sheep, calves, and goats. Yeah, I knew that. It's the vellum thing I'm wondering about now. Gosh darn it. Vellum is prepared animal skin or membrane, typically used as material for writing on. Parchment is another term. Alright, so it is a synonym. Cool. I figured it might be. Yeah, the more I do this, the more I think about maybe we should stack these directly side by side. Otherwise we're going to be really inefficient with space here. Alright, let's do one set. for a stand-in for a tool station, so I can avoid getting confused by the spacing and the difficulty of seeing glass with the shader. Yeah, I think I like this multi-booth idea. A bit more space efficient. And it's not like this is particularly pleasant looking anyway. Side-by-side pods on that. It's not particularly special. Vellum is made specifically from calf skin. Ah, so vellum is the name for a parchment made from calf skin. Okay. Or otherwise being of high quality. Okay. Neat. Either way, that page turn sound that they use for that definitely sounds like they sampled parchment, not paper. Or if it was paper, it's a very, very thick stock. Okay, so let's dupe, space, dupe, space, dupe. I'm going to bring us all the way to the back wall. Do we want to do that? Or do we want to leave some room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on either side. That's 10 in total. That should be plenty, actually. So yeah, we'll leave some space down here. We can always make more if we need to. It's Minecraft. It's not that difficult. Yeah, we definitely need the roof though. Otherwise they're likely to jump on top of their tool station and hop out. Can't trust them. Or at least you shouldn't. Well, that's interesting. Hadn't noticed that before either. We're actually getting the purple hue on the bottom lip of the glass as reflected from our concrete here. Another little subtlety of the nature of the ray tracing shader. We're out of blocks. Mitchie, how you doing, man? Didn't even realize parchment was made from animal skins. One of my favorite. You guys know the show Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe? I mainly watch it because Mike Rowe is a fantastic presenter. Just amazing. But also it's a very interesting show. You get to learn about all kinds of neat stuff. One of the things he did was talk to someone who still made parchment the old-fashioned way. Dude was a bit of a weirdo, but of course you're going to be if you're making parchment still. Interesting to watch it happen though. Using the old-style tools and moon knives and stuff. It's an old show. It's been off the air for ages, or at least outside of repeats, off the air for ages. There we go. I'm almost tempted to... Yeah, I kind of want to maybe... We could put a redstone block under the tool station and a redstone lamp there. And put the... Yeah, that might look kind of cool, lighting the villages from below. I mean, it'll show through some of the tool stations. Some of them don't quite cover the entire block, but... I want to try it. Up there, yeah, it's up there with Mythbusters as far as fact-based entertainment goes. It's a very different show thematically, but similar in that you learn all kinds of stuff you probably wouldn't have learned otherwise. Sometimes it's just interesting, sometimes it's useful. Sometimes it's both. In both cases, the shows are quite well produced and have wonderfully compelling hosts. Yeah, Dirty Jobs with Micro is one of those shows I've watched just over and over again. I don't have any redstone lamps. Like, at all. What? Oh, right, I have to do that. I guess we only need 10. We can afford that. Let's make another lectern to test it with. So probably going to want 2 librarians anyway. Right. So do that. 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 So yeah, they'll stand on the little illuminated little piece of carpet basically. That'll help break up the floor pattern as well. I'm still thinking we should do that stripe. That who suggested that? I forget who suggested that. One of you guys suggested that. Cool. Alright, let's block this up and see if we can move this guy over to this one. Just for the sake of seeing how it looks with the guy in it. Thank you for being so obedient. Yeah, I like it. Doesn't look too weird. Doesn't sort of illuminate him in a weird way or anything. Just looks kind of cool. Alright, I think one of the other things I'll do is I'll put a frame up here. Maybe even knock out that center one so I can put a frame right above his head. Would that look too weird? Going cha-chunk, cha-chunk, cha-chunk? Don't know. Possibly. But yeah, we'll put a frame above their head with, or a sign, just with an indication of what their most valuable or main trade is. Coolsies. This also helps us with lighting as well. I didn't put it there specifically for anti-mob lighting, but it does actually fulfill that task rather handily. I love watching YouTube vids that are edutainment. I recommend watching a channel called The Proper People. They go through abandoned buildings and such. Never heard of that one. I've been watching a lot of sort of factual or mini doco style YouTube channels recently on various things. Quite a lot to do with old tech and stuff. Did I push that far back here? No, I didn't, did I? There's a block spacing. feel too claustrophobic. Nope, don't need that there yet. Alright, let's do the torch thing again so I don't confuse myself. Get the spacing all wackadoo. Damn it. Alright, torch wall, torch wall, torch wall. Wait. Have I screwed up already? How did I do that? Ah. Let's go from this side. Don't even need the torch action, we'll just dig that out because we need to anyway. Back on track. To be honest, I might buy myself an old vintage camera with a little bit of my birthday money. And also buy some film. I don't know if my first purchase will definitely be pre-loading Pokemon Shield. Did you have a vintage camera in mind? So, as you may know, I've got a few of them. I'm not going to sell them. They're mine. But I do actually have a list kept of the vintage cameras that are still on my want list. Every now and again I pull out the list and take a poke through eBay to see what the prices are like. Usually I try and do it when I know I don't have the money to spend anyway, just so I don't accidentally make an impulse buy of a vintage camera. But I do have a list of some classics that I really would like to own, just for the sake of owning them. So they're a little place in history, or they have a particular interesting feature, or they have sentimental value because I used them myself once, or there aren't too many vintage cameras like that, because it's really only the Pentax K1000 that has a real sentimental value as far as vintage cameras go for me, because that's the one I learned to shoot on, and I already own a really nice example of that particular camera, the proper Japanese one and all, not the ones they made later in China with more plastic parts. Mine's full of metal. Basically invincible. It's beautiful. Really do need to get a really nice lens for it though, because the only Pentax came-out lenses I have are not brilliant examples of the creature. Alright, am I carrying? No, I'm not carrying any white concrete anymore. Let's go get some white concrete and do that stripe down the middle, because I think we're ready for that. So I got another bunch. We had a lot of randos just drop into the stream and try and be spammy little dill holes today. I don't know what's about that. Maybe the people they normally try and troll are at New York Comic Con this weekend. Just talking about doing the little dill hole wannabe troll things. It's just a little bit sad. That's how you're spending your day. Surprised my grandma doesn't have any, considering she was born in 1933. Well, I mean, not everyone keeps stuff. Oh shit. Somebody forgot they put lava there. That was dumb. I'm gonna need some dirt faces in chat from my subs for that one, guys. That was some earned dirt face action right there. Yes it was, yes it was. Looks pretty cool at night down here, doesn't it? Alright, let's check on the lighting while we're here, though. What do we do with... Yeah, we might need some more lighting here. We got 6 skylight, 11 block, 12... No, we're fine, actually. The light from the redstone's covering us pretty nicely. And over here, the lava should take care of us. Yeah, I don't think we need any additional lighting for the sake of mob stuff, but if we want to do some aesthetic stuff, like hang a lantern off the front of these or something, that we can do. Coolsies. Quantum Survivor, how you doing? Allie, how you doing today? Yeah, we need to do something about the walls, of course. They're still too plain looking, but we're starting to get somewhere here. You know what? Let's bring the stripe all the way down and go up the wall with it. That could be fun. Watch out for the lava this time. So we come through here. We go all the way up. That's kind of cool. Don't mind that. Same thing with the door frame, actually. Let's frame that door by popping through the white there. Alright, what about... Let's boss out these corners a bit. Might even want to try the marble column at this point to match in with those stairs. Do we have any marble column? I don't think I do. We could make some though. We had marble blocks left. What I'm building at the moment? I'm building a little room underneath my village here, which is going to be populated. Those little glass booths I had are going to be populated with special trading villagers that have unique or special or valuable item trades for us. Frankly, I'm sick of chasing them around the village when they're running wild, trying to find the one I need. So I'm gonna put some dedicated trading villages down underneath there in the secret room. Just a few days more, Ali. Just a few days more, and I can give you your yearly allocation of hugs. Coming to PAX. Right, what did I say I was going to do? Oh, marble columns. Wait, what happened to my marble? Did I put it away in the concrete? I'm sure I have more blocks left. Ah, there's it. 2 blocks of quartz. Didn't have nearly as much as I thought I did. Right. Alright. 12 is not nearly enough, but it's enough to see if we like it. It's enough to get a feel for if we like it. Gonna have Zzz. Alright, Skull Kid. Thanks as always for your support and your company. So they're going to be cage fillers. Not caged, just peacefully introverted villagers. They want to be secluded. They're much more comfortable that way. It's not, I mean, you can see what we got glass. Well, cages, really. But they can, you know, they don't feel trapped. Plus they can stare at the pretty water effects all day. That's soothing, right? Okay, they're prisoners. I don't like it. Thank goodness I don't like it. It means I don't have to go get more quartz. However, what if we double down on that idea and bring this out instead? That brings a little dimension, like it. You remind me of the Mighty Jingles. No idea who that is, but that's not the first time I've heard that. Probably should look up who it is. Usually when people say, oh, you remind me of so-and-so, in reference to another content producer or something, it's either one of two things. It's either someone who just sounds like me because they have the same accent, or it's just some chubby guy with a beard who they think looks like me, but I don't see any resemblance at all because I'm me. They are them. But it's remarkable how often I get compared to just some rando who just happens to be round-faced with a beard. It's almost racist. You know, that thing where people say, "Oh, so-and-so race, they all look the same to me." I feel like that with chubby nerds. Chubby nerds with beards. They all look the same to me. There we go. We're getting somewhere now. This is starting to take a little shape. But our personality this time. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'm not sure what to do about the long side walls. I could put a little door there and path out to a little underground farm of some kind for material. I'll leave it alone for now, though, I think, maybe. Don't want to crowd it too much here. It does need something, though, doesn't it? Where's my center point? Oh, this is the center point of the cages, so let's do that. We'll try a column. Not glass. Concrete, please. Alright, how do we like that? Oh yeah, that kicks a little bit. I like that. Alright, so what does this jingly jangly person do? What was his name again? Where was it? Jingles, Mighty Jingles. The Mighty Jingles, no less. Do they call themselves that? Do they call themselves the Mighty Jingles? Am I good enough at what I do to be the Blunty? Hey Ali, you want to change username to the Ali? The Ali Mighty? I mean, it's pretentious, but still. Alright, I don't think we want to do too much more here, at least not until we populate it with the villagers, because they're going to add some crowding. I'll have two minds on whether or not to go through the lava here or not, or let that sit as a... I think we'll let it sit. Let's go see what this looks like from above. You remind me of Santa Claus, that is to say you have very giving nature. I think that's the first time I've ever been described as having a giving nature. I've had a lot of adjectives thrown at me over the years. Giving generally isn't one of them. I mean, it's not like I'm a selfish prick or anything. I am occasionally quite giving. I just don't hear it that often because people are often distracted by my worst qualities. That looks pretty cool. I think we need to expand the border up here a little bit. And we definitely need to get rid of this cobble. I'll do another layer of 2 of white to pull it out a bit, but we're getting somewhere here. There's also British. Well, it wouldn't be the first time I get confused for British, like Americans almost always. Americans have a lot of difficulty telling a British accent from an Australian accent. Or a New Zealand accent, or a South African accent half the time as well. Americans are not good at accents, generally speaking. And it's mostly, I think, because most of the entertainment they watch, they don't hear other accents very often. Whereas other places in the world, we get a lot of overseas entertainment, so I'm very, very used to hearing American accents and English accents and various British accents and European accents. We get a lot of backpackers down here as well. So I get to meet a lot of people with various accents and talk to them where they're from. But I feel like that doesn't happen as much in America, so they don't get exposed to as many different accents. So they don't ever learn where they're from. Make the lights dance in different ways. But, oh wait, I was reading a Moobot thing. I thought someone was suggesting. I saw the make lights dance, and I thought maybe someone's suggesting I make the lights, the redstone lamps I put underneath the traders blink. It's not such a bad idea, actually. We could make those redstone lamps blink in some way, I think. Don't know whether I want to do that, but we could. Alright, we need to get rid of this straight line here as well, because that's just distracting. Oh, you're from Norway. Cool. Oh, but you are from America. Like, you live in America now. Did you already know English before you moved to America? How old were you? Did you have much adjustment to do? Do you still have a strong accent? Do Americans get weirded out when you talk to them with an accent? Whoops. Shovel, please. Let's just rough up this line a bit so it doesn't look too unnatural. There we go. Still looks a bit odd, but it's better. Right. Yeah, let's just try a double line around here first. I think we've got a few in place already. Or shall we come up to the edge of the... Yeah, I think we'll come up to... Actually, no. You know what? Sorry, I'm debating whether or not to come up to the edge of the glass like that, but I think if we don't, the light is going to come through there more interestingly if we leave the edge of the glass exposed, so I think we'll do that. Oops. Oh, you're about 2? Right then. So, probably not much of an accent left, eh? Have you been back to Norway since you emigrated? You still got family over there? I don't know whether I've actually ever spent time chatting to a Norwegian. I've met many people from various European countries. I think more often than not, it's like German, maybe Dutch. I've traveled Norway. What's in Norway that's worth seeing? There's a question. Like, there's a few places in Europe I'd love to go see. And various historical value or just cultural value. I don't know. I don't know if I could name anything that's like of tourism value of Norway. Aside from the reputation of the people being friendly. It is so dark. Where are my torches? Got a couple of friends over in Norway. Accents are full. Yeah. No question there. I am out of concrete. Again. Always wanted to visit all major sites of battles in World War II. Ah. Oh, how'd you get outside? Excuse me? How did you get outside? Have I shifted the balance of spawnable locations by putting that villager downstairs? Or have you just managed to find your way out somehow? No, either way. Feel free to patrol the border. That's fine. Plenty of zombies get caught on that fence. I think Stavangar. I don't even know what that is. Is it a place name? Is it a castle? I need more concrete. That's what I need. Yeah. I guess I'm all choked up. We should need more than a stack. Ali is, by the way, guys, number one, worth following. She streams too. If you haven't been to her streams before, you should really check her out. She's a bit more high energy than me, but she's better than I am at this. Not at Minecraft. I don't think she... Have you ever played Minecraft at all, Ali? But I was going to say, Ali is one of only 3 people on the face of the planet who have seen my PAX cosplay for this year. Sent her a picture a couple of nights ago. There is her and a couple of our mutual friends. I haven't told anybody what it is yet, Al. It's still a secret. I've teased it out. Got blurry pictures and stuff on the Discord and the Twitch. But I have not confirmed or denied any guesses yet. Do you think we should keep raising VR resolution to find the VR space? No. I think the sort of 1440-ish kind of resolutions we're doing right now are adequate for most people. I think the trick to getting VR to be a thing now is just to bring the price and accessibility and usefulness way down. It needs to be what Facebook are trying to do with that... which one is it? Is it the Quest? Yeah, the Quest. The standalone one. That kind of idea, the standalone thing, like a console-style VR that you don't need anything else. You just put it on your head and away you go. Plug and play. That just needs to come down in price to where it's an impulse buy. Then we might see better penetration with VR. Let's close that. But I think the resolution is sufficient for most people not to care about it at this point. Okay. Might be time to start bringing some villages down. Actually, no, we have to figure out tool stations before we do that, so we know what they're doing. Am I still carrying? I am still carrying that. Okay. So, let's put the librarians opposite each other, because why not? Let's go degub. Oh, I need to take a break as well. When we come back from the break, we'll think about the various tool stations I need to put in there. VR is awesome. Never tried it. Oh, it is hella fun. It's super fun. I haven't used it a lot recently. Been busy doing other stuff, and it is a bit of a fuss. So I like to do the ream scale stuff. But yeah, it's super cool. Letting on 360 VR experience of full movement. I mean, that's here. We already have that. Like, there's 4 models on the market that'll do room scale stuff easily. A couple of them even have wireless options. Guess I'll put a quartz there. I think we still need some of the glass. So I guess we need to shift things around, so we'll keep one of each of those. Actually, we'll keep a full stack of each just to be tidy. Don't need the dirt anymore. Stash the cobble. And that can go away. Also the slabs. As you. I mean, like jump, crawl, and climb. Again, you can literally do that right now. There are options that will do full body tracking movement in various ways. Some off-the-shelf stuff, some you have to set up yourself. You can absolutely do that stuff. Full body VR is like here. You can literally do that right now. There's body tracking suits you can get, or you can do the Vive thing where you just track your hips and your feet and your hands, and it infers body position from those points based on computational analysis of how human body folds up. That you can feel. Yeah. Yeah, there's feedback. There's options. I mean, I don't think there's any consumer level commercial stuff you can just buy off the shelf and use as a person in your home that'll do like force feedback stuff, but there is a few different examples of that out right now, either full body or just for the hands, or sensory feedback versus full force feedback for doing modeling and things like that. All that stuff is here. Anyway, I'm going to take a quick break. Yep, need to refill my water bottle. Back in just a moment. BRB!